This is an introduction and overview of the AI photo measure tool. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set this up. I'm going to explain the purpose of it, what it does, the limitations, and I'm going to show you an example of using it in real life. So let's dive into it. So you can find the AI photo measure tool right here. Step one, you're going to toggle it on. Now you toggle this on a per service basis. So in this example, we're doing it for driveway cleaning. And this is going to work best for certain types of services. So it works great for driveway cleaning, deck cleaning, or I should say driveways, decks, patios. In some cases, it can be used for fences and retaining walls if the whole thing can be included in an image. Basically, put it this way, anything that can be included in one image. So if it's a really long fence wrap around, probably not going to work. Also for houses, it can work if you're able to get really good photos from the sides and all around. But for houses, I don't recommend it. I recommend either using the property data autofill, where it pulls the data from the API. You have other videos on that, or use the measure map for houses. All right. This is great for things like decks, patios, and driveways. With that being said, in order to start, you simply need to toggle it on. And step one, you're going to go ahead and fill in an object description and give customer instructions. So the object description, this is what you're going to use for the AI. So we're going to say, in this case, I'll start off by just saying driveway. And then you can go refine prompt, and you also can choose what you're measuring: area, length, width, height, or perimeter. So I went with driveway, and you can see the description it comes up with is identify the residential driveway in the outdoor photo, typically adjacent to the house or garage, use reference objects, yada yada. And you can optimize that as much as you want, but basically this is giving the AI instructions as to what you're actually trying to measure. And then these are the instructions you're going to give to your customer. So take photos of your driveway. Okay. And that's really all you have to do in order to enable it. So now let's go ahead and save. And we're going to test it out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to Zillow, and I'm going to look for a few different examples. I'm going to grab a few houses with driveways. I'm going to grab the pictures, upload them, and then I'm going to compare them to the measure map, okay? And we're going to see what we can come up with and see how close it is, all right? So let's head over to Zillow. Okay, great. So I found an example, and the funny thing is that this is actually not a great example for an image to use for this, because you don't have the full driveway included. Ideally, what you want to do is get the full driveway included in the image, but we'll use this and see what we can come up with. So I'm going to grab that image. I'm also going to grab this address so that I can use the measure tool to compare it. Now that we've saved it, let's head back over to the call screen. And we'll select driveway cleaning. And we're going to go to AI measure tool. Now, for driveway cleaning in this example, I have the measure map tool enabled as well, and the AI tool, but we're going to just use the AI tool for right now. We're going to grab that image that we just downloaded. Now, if you're using, most people are going to be using this from a phone. And so what's nice is you can just snap a photo right from your phone. You don't have to have one saved. You can just take a picture right away, which is really nice. So let's go ahead and analyze this image and see what the AI tool comes up with. So the AI tool is saying around 630 feet, okay? Now, let's go ahead and compare it to our actual measurement. And it looks like it's this one. So let's go ahead and grab the area here. Okay. And the measurement that I came up with was approximately 800. Okay, so you could see a little bit of a variance. And so that's why I personally like to refer to it as the guesstimate tool. It's going to give you a pretty good approximation. It's not going to be exact. It's going to be give or take. Could be in this case a few hundred square feet. Now, I didn't do the perfect measurement here. I mean, if you look at the boundaries here, I probably made this a little bit bigger than it actually is. So it's probably about 150 off if we're, being realistic. But you can see 630, I came out with 815. It, because of my big measurement, it's probably around 100 to 150 off. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're using this. It's a guesstimate tool. Now, one cool thing about it is that it saves the photos to your Photos tab. Now, let's go ahead and just complete the rest of this form as if we were an actual customer. We'll submit the quote. Okay, we got our price. Cool, everything's good so far. Now, we're going to go to our Customers tab. And what's really nice is that it'll save the photos. So this just makes it easier when you are doing your estimates later. And let's just confirm. Okay, so here you can see the photo has been saved to the Photos tab. And it's just a nice way of basically saving photos. And now you can delete these if you don't want them, if you have no need for them. But the idea here is that it gives you references. So if a customer wants to get a more accurate estimate, or they want to get their estimate confirmed, you have those photos available to you readily. So that's an introduction to the Photos tool. I hope this video helped. If you have any questions, please contact support and we will help you out. Thanks. Have a great day.